In this video, I'm giving you some gift giving ideas for the comic book fan in your life. What's up, guys? I'm BJ Kicks. I buy comics, I read them, and I review them, all for your viewing pleasure. If you're new here, welcome, and if not, welcome back. Now on this channel, I do comic book unboxings, reviews, haul videos, and everything in between. So if you're interested in that type of content, hit the subscribe button, then hit the bell icon. That way you're notified when new videos of mine go live. Now, in this video, I'm giving you some ideas for gifts that you can get the comic book fan in your life. Now, as a comic fan, I already know it's hard to shop for me because on one hand, comics can be super expensive. And on the other hand, if there's a comic that I really want, I'm going to go to great lengths to make sure I secure it for myself, which means the people who love me don't ever get the opportunity to get me these books as a gift. So they got to get real creative if they're going to please me as a comic book fan. So I'm here to help you think outside of the box and get some things that maybe they're not going to be expecting, but will definitely be appreciated. So stick with me. I'll definitely help you get that stocking stuffed, the tree filled. And you know, if you don't celebrate Christmas, it's still a season of giving. I'm sure you'll want to get gifts for some occasion. So let's do it. Now, I'd be remiss if I didn't start off this video with a comic book that you can get the fan in your life. Now, I want to give a huge shout out to Mainstream Comics, who is sponsoring this video. They have a very special collector's edition comic book. Now this is for The Maniac of New York, Bronx is Burning, issue number 2. Now in comics, we are all about collectibles, right? The rarer a product is, the more we want it, right? That's just the name of the game. It's a badge of honor to say, I've got this thing and there's only 300 of them in the world. Well, just out of sheer coincidence, not because I knew this in advance at all, there is a retailer exclusive cover for this Maniac of New York, The Bronx is Burning. And this is a Mainstream Comics retailer exclusive. So you can only get it from Mainstream Comics, and it is limited to 300 copies. This one's got artwork by Ben Ruzicka, and it's super awesome. Now, no matter what your budget level is, I guarantee there's one you can afford. You can just get the raw book, which is limited to 300, and it is signed. You can get that same book inside of a CBCS slab. My bad. I am talking super crazy code. 1 second. So this is a slab. The comic book fan in your life knows exactly what it is. But in case you don't, this is a book that has been graded, meaning the condition has been verified. It's been assigned a 9.8, which means it's in near mint condition. And it's going to stay in that condition as long as it's in this case. So you can get that book in a CGC, or excuse me, a CBCS slab. And you can even get it with a signature and a remark, which just means the artist did some extra scribbling on it to make it even more rare. Now, like I said, there's only 300 of those to go around. And so you got to be quick, and you got to use my coupon code KSquad to save 10% on that entire order. So thanks to Mainstream Comics for giving us all a cool gift that we could buy this season. Now, let's get into this list. So the first thing that I think every comic book fan will appreciate, no matter who they are, no matter how many books they already have, is going to be supplies. Now, supplies are things that you can buy to protect your comic book investment. The most common supplies are bags and boards, these little plastic sleeves that you can put your book inside, and, you know, they keep them protected when you put them in the box and store them away. Another thing that you can get are these dividers. You just write the name of the title on there, and now you can put all your books in the nice divider, and you can put them inside your short boxes, and that way you can find your books a lot more easily. This may look like a mundane gift, but I guarantee you, if you buy the comic fan in your life a pack of 25 of these, a pack of 200 of these, they're gonna love you. I promise they're gonna love you just a little bit more than they did yesterday. Just do it. Now, you can actually buy supplies at the #1 supplier of comic supplies in the world, BCW. And thanks to them for giving our audience this super cool discount. You can actually save 10% on your entire purchase at BCW Supplies with the coupon code BJKicks. So hope you're taking note. There's going to be a lot of discount codes on this episode. So again, use that coupon code BJKicks at checkout. You'll save 10% on your order and you can use it multiple times. So buy the comic fan in your life these supplies. It'll help keep your house a lot more organized. So wives, are you listening? It's going to keep comics from piling up in your bedroom. You know it's happened before. It's okay. I'm ashamed, but hey, no more because we got supplies. Now that we've got that out of the way, I've gotten you a single issue that you can get. I've gotten supplies that you can grab. Now let's talk about something else that you can get to the comic fan in your life. Now, one thing that's difficult is buying specific books, right? Because you don't know which ones they've got already. You don't know which ones they want, right? Well, if you don't want to go the route of buying books, then you can always buy other collectible items, right? Like this. This is an action figure of Damian Wayne, who is my favorite Robin. Yes, there's more than one Robin. You thought it was just Batman and Robin? Nope. This is like Robin number 6. This is like the 6th Robin there's been in history. But anyway, that's not important. You're not the comic book lover in your house. Your fan is, your family member is. So anyway, you can get collectibles like action figures, like keychains, like more books. You can get all sorts of really cool things that are geek related. All you got to know really is which characters your family member, your friend, your loved one enjoys. If they're a big Batman fan, great. I bet they will love this Batman t-shirt. If they're a big Superman fan, maybe they like this doormat. You never know, but you probably do. Now, a great place to get these items, everything that I just pointed at in the mystery of computer land, you can get those at Zavvi. Now, Zavvi is a retailer based in the United Kingdom, but they do $5 flat rate shipping to the United States, and it doesn't take super long. So you can order those things now, and they might get there by Christmas, barring any international emergencies. There seems to be a lot of those here these days, aren't there? But go ahead and place the order. Even if it doesn't come by Christmas Day, you can always just put a little note under the tree, and I bet your significant person would be happy with it. So go to Zavvi.com. Now, I actually have a special link that you can use if it's your first time creating an account with Zavvi. They'll actually save you 15% on your order. Just go to bjkicks.link/Zavvi. There's no code required as long as you use that link. And like I said, you'll save 15% on that order. I told you, man, I'm not the only one that has to give gifts, right? You got to give gifts too. So I figured I'd help make it easier for you. Now, the last thing that I think is really cool for comic book fans, of course, is going to be comic books, right? Now, the best format to get these books in my opinion, is going to be the collected edition. And a collected edition just means they take more than one comic book, they smash them all together and put them in one convenient package. So this one is called a trade paperback. It's a paperback. It's the same size as a standard comic book, but this one collects 6 issues. So a lot of times a trade paperback is great because it contains a full story arc. So this is perfect for a teenager, someone who maybe doesn't read comics but is interested in them. Maybe they like Spider-Man. You can get them a Spider-Man trade paperback. And these are great because they don't break the bank. Now, in case you just wanted a recommendation, this is Nocterra by Scott Snyder and Tony S. Daniel, who used to write Scott Snyder used to write Batman and Tony Daniel used to draw it. It's about this event where all of a sudden all the lights went out and like the sun stopped working. And if you got in the shade for too long, you turned into like a creepy monster. And this is how people deal with the aftermath of that situation. Definitely like a teen book for sure, but a cool one nonetheless. So get graphic novels. Now, graphic novels come in many formats. And I've got a whole video breaking those down so you can look at them at your leisure. But we've got trade paperbacks, but then we've also got hardcovers, right? So this is a hardcover of The Other History of the DC Universe. This is great if you're shopping for someone who is a minority. This book profiles a bunch of minority characters and kind of shows how the DC Universe's history affected them, like from the 60s all the way up until now. Very, very cool stuff. This is a book by John Ridley, who is the screenwriter for 12 Years a Slave. And it's beautifully illustrated with art by Giuseppe Camuncoli. The art kind of mimics the art style of whatever time period they're talking about. This references great moments in DC's history and cool moments in American history. It's very, very interesting. An interesting book, for sure. And the cover price on this was only $29.99. So again, you're not going to break the bank. Now, if you've got a diehard comic book fan in your life, then they're going to really enjoy if you buy them one of these. This is an oversized hardcover. This one is an omnibus. Now, an omnibus collects anywhere from 10 to like 50 issues of a comic book. So if they're a diehard fan of Batman and you buy them a Batman omnibus, I guarantee they'll love you for a very long time. Now, this is the Spider-Man by Todd McFarlane omnibus, and this contains 16 issues of Todd McFarlane's Spider-Man run from the 90s. Very cool. Now, these books are like the most premium that it gets. You got this very nice sewn binding. Then you got these oversized pages. So if the person in your life loves comic book art, then this is the type of book that they would love to have. Todd McFarlane, by the way, one of the most celebrated artists in the history of the character Spider-Man. So this is definitely a great one to get, but they've got omnibus for all sorts of characters. Don't believe me? Just look at my room. Now, the best place to get these graphic novels, whether you're looking for a trade paperback or, you know, just a nice little slim hardcover for the introductory fan in your life, or you want to get something for a diehard, like an omnibus, then you should definitely shop at Organic Priced Books. Organic Priced Books is the best place to buy these items because they pack them really, really well. So, because us comic book fans, we're such a stickler on condition. We don't want our books getting damaged in transit. So, Organic Priced Books ships in all sorts of bubble wrap and make sure that the books arrive safely. They've got prices up to 50% off the retail price, and they've got the best customer service in the world. So if you place an order, you'll get your tracking information super quick. And if you have any problems, you could reach out to their support email and expect a response within a day. So Organic Priced Books is definitely great. And if you place an order there using my coupon code BJKicks, you'll save $2 additional off every order every time. So thanks Organic Priced Books for providing these discounts to my viewers. Now, those were just a few recommendations for gifts that you can buy the comic book fan in your life. Whether they're a casual comic book fan and just saw it on TV, or if they're a diehard Wednesday warrior and they're going to the comic shop every single week. Now, there's one more thing that I didn't mention because, you know, it's super local to you. Now, if you know you got a comic book fan in your life, then maybe you should just go to their local comic shop and buy a gift card or a gift certificate. Most comic shops are using certificates still, right? Buy them a gift certificate. It gives them a chance to go out and have fun at a comic shop, explore some books they never saw before, meet a whole new group of people, and then they'll come home and they'll never stop talking about it, and your house will be full of comic books like mine. So maybe don't buy the gift certificate. So those, like I said, were just a few ideas for the comic book fan in your life. I hope they were helpful, and I hope you saw something you liked in this video. If not, I always say that's cool. So you can always buy what you like. Just make sure you read what you buy and be nice to others, because kindness makes the world go round. Peace.